Tonight, Demon Invasions Rock Azeroth fell at 11. Plus, Diablo Season 7 goes live, LucioBall hacks, and more as Convert to Raid presents the Battlenet News. Yes, from wait, do we know what we're calling my studio yet? I'm not sure.
It's been several things. It's the battle. I don't know.
The Battlenet, Battlefield, Battle Station, Battle. Sure. In Minneapolis, Minnesota. By the way, if you guys have suggestions, just let me know on Twitter. Today is August 9th, 2016, and it is now 9:17 in the PM Central Time. Thanks so much for joining us from all around the Blizzard universe and wherever you may roam. My name is Pat Crane. I'm the host of the show. And as always, the players are here. First up, we'll go see this guy. In California, from California, hailing in California for now, it's Darius!
Someone's really got to write something in the show notes there.
I know, really. Tell me about it.
You're just stumbling all over yourself. If it's not written, you won't say it.
This is every week, dude. This is every week. It's not a new thing.
And every week I say this, but every week I forget to do it, so... it's...
Just write something. Anything you want me to say, I'll say it. I'll totally Ron Burgundy it. It's fine. Yeah. It's totally cool. It's great. Let's go to our friend from Lords of the Storm, the podcast all about Heroes of the Storm. It's Gizmo!
What's up, guys? Legion is here. Demonic Invasion is here. It's time to get back in World of Warcraft. Let's do this.
So you're not playing HOTS anymore.
I am playing way too many things. I have World of Warcraft on this screen. I have us on this screen. I have No Man's Sky on my TV right now.
Oh boy.
There's way too much happening right now.
And also back from summer vacation. Not really. From summer work vacation, I guess. It's our good friend from he's around the guild. You know him. It's Sharku! Hey, Shark buddy. It's great to have you back. Let's see, adults with jobs, and what else?
To
hardcores.
I kicked off of everything.
To hardcores,
adults with jobs.
Yeah.
The former asparagus initiae.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I promise I'm not selling Ray-Bans. I didn't quit my job and start selling Ray-Bans.
Yes.
I'm really sorry to anybody that got Twitter spam from me.
Yeah.
That was a hack. It has been solved. So
I liked it.
Please don't click on any links of me selling Ray-Bans because I'm not.
Yeah. That was exciting for a time. You getting hacked by a Ray-Bans guy.
I got more Twitter love that day than I've ever gotten in my life.
Your analytics are off the charts.
People I didn't even. Well, the bot friended everybody because sometimes
that's nice.
It's where I don't really get to I want to be everybody's friends, but I go through spans where people will friend me and I won't friend them back. Just get dropped to the cracks or whatever. Because I'm bad.
Right.
But he went and friended a bunch of people that I had, and I got a bunch of messages like, oh, man, thanks for friending me. And they're like, oh, you got hacked.
Okay.
And so I tried to send them all back a little message or a like or something to be like, no, I'm glad you're my friend. I really am. I'm sorry that this was how it had to happen.
So I just saw this in chat, and I just want to run it past everybody, see what you guys think. From Sarcastard in chat. Battlenet broadcast bunker. What do you think?
He says 2.5. I mean,
well, I think that's more the degree of difficulty. I don't know. 2.5.
Battlenet bunker. I like it.
Broadcast bunker. That has a ring to it. Maybe we'll consider that. So there. Shark. Other than being blown up with Ray-Ban offers recently. What have you been up to? It's been a long summer for you, hasn't it?
It's been a really long summer. It's been work for me. I was in the play that I do every summer again. And right now it looks like for the last time I might be retiring from that show because I have other job offers and other things that I want to do. So we'll see. But and maybe I'll actually be able to be on this show and do things during the summer again. What?
Wow.
But a lot of work on that. But I've had time to play here and there. I've still been able to raid a little bit with my team. We took a break last week because we're kind of gearing up for Legion, and a lot of people are going on vacation, summer boss kind of stuff. And getting back to school and things like that. Mm-hmm. So we're trying to get things normed out, but we want to get back to raiding ASAP because I've got a couple people that really, really want to get on their demon hunters, and I'm sure there are a bunch of pugs going on right now.
Oh yeah,
and a bunch of stuff happening in guild that people are trying to get together and do LFR takeovers and stuff like that. But I've been doing that a little bit of trying to get back in gear with Adults with Jobs. I had Gaz from. Actually, Torridge's brother from the guild, he has took over my position on Adults with Jobs while I was off for the summer. So now we're trying to figure out how to get that rotation back in order. And my suggestion was just to quit playing Here's the Storm and do a 6-man team on
and
Overwatch.
Just go on Overwatch the entire time. Yeah, might as well.
But we do that too sometimes. But yeah, we're having fun. But yeah, I'm back in and rocking and rolling and back ready to be on the show whenever I'm ready to be on the show every Tuesday, every other whatever. So yay! But yeah,
yay! Cool. I like it.
Lots of fun.
Speaking of Overwatch, Darius, are you playing as much LucioBall as I am? I don't know how much you're playing, but I'm still playing it. I can't get enough. I don't know why.
I'm actually playing it right now.
I think it's because it's janky. I think it's because it's so janky that I'm playing it more.
It's just different. I like it. I like the different. I mean, the brawls are okay, but it's still essentially the same Overwatch, at the end of the game. Whereas this is totally different. It's something you can play a couple games, then jump into this and break it up and have fun and kind of be goofy and watch janky things happen.
Right. Well, I was in it. So I was in a game probably today. And it was basically volleyball between the goalies. I was one of them. And it was just volleyball. It was just boom, 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 boom. I mean, or tennis or take your pick. But it was that game is broken.
It's so much fun.
It is fun. And the other fun thing that I'm really getting into right now is I'm getting into really hitting the other team, like just punching him in the face or whatever.
Oh, it's so frustrating when the goalie sees the ball coming and you're standing next to him and you just bump him out of the way.
You bump him out of the way and then you do your ult and then you bring the ball right into the goal. That's the best.
They can't do anything except look at you and just be like, why?
I'm glad it's not for competitive mode or something like that, because that would be broken. Hey Giz, so you've been doing a lot of HOTS. You're into WoW. And you got Convert to Mythic is back, right?
Yes, we are back. We've been back for 2.5 weeks now. And it's been going good. We're just trying to get that synergy going. There's a lot of new people on the roster. I missed Thursday because my internet's broke. I don't know what happened, but they're back. It's okay. But we're 11 of 13 Mythic, which, it's old content.
Yeah. So instead I'll give you
overall we're really happy with the roster changes, leadership changes, and just getting things going.
Because Darius is no longer there, so everybody's like, oh yeah, great, this is perfect.
Exactly.
Oh man, say, you know what I did? I'm bringing people in for the new raid team. I'm kind of excited about it. I don't know exactly what's going on yet, but we started bringing people into Discord. Just a small team of friends. One of our friends, actually a couple of our friends, Hansi and Zoe, they're thinking about it. I don't know if they've committed yet, but they're in the Discord at least, so they're there. They're in the know. So. And a bunch of other folks as well. So it's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to doing something like where we try to keep it as small as possible, like 12 people. 12 people
Remember those days, the Tin Mans?
Oh yeah,
those were some good days.
I love that good stuff. Days. I love that.
That's
stuff.
I don't love everybody on my raid team, but those and honestly, some of the best nights we've had like 10 to 15 people.
Yeah.
Even though we have 20 people on the raid team, there's people come and go and have different stuff that they have to do, and flex rating is amazing. So
yeah.
It'll be a lot of fun.
But I really want to try to make it as small as possible. And then that way on those off nights or whatever, you can go do those small team stuff. You can go you can go play HOTS, or you can go play Overwatch or whatever and just go have fun, or do some rated PvP maybe. I mean, because now PvP is going to be like a valid way to get gear. So so why not? I think
and still Mythic Dungeons.
Yeah, and Mythic Dungeons too. Those would be fun. Yep. Although, I think for that I might have to go DPS if I'm playing a shaman. So, I don't know. We'll see. All right. Anything else before we get into the news? Fine. Let's do it. Let's go into the news. And the big news is, of course, today that in WoW, demons are here. Demon hunters are here.
Wait, what?
We have all the new stuff. Demon Hunters, Broken Shore, Demon Invasions, Dark Whispers event, and all of the pre-expansion quests, right? So
they absolutely planned this with my return to CTR. No. That was something that I've been working out with them for months. I just want to let you go ahead and drop that right now. Oh. I'm so happy you've got that cricket sound.
It had to be done. No, but this is pretty cool. So I actually took some time today and I went through and did all of the Broken Isle stuff, and then you go on and you do Demon Invasion stuff, and it's really pretty slick. This stuff is good. The Broken Shore, that's basically it's a team-up event where you and Horde players go into the same thing, fighting with each other against common enemies, and it's pretty fun and revealing.
I heard
like PG-13 revealing.
No. Well, maybe not really.
I haven't played this yet. I just got home from work, so I haven't played.
You just got home. So let me tell you a little bit about this. So we go into this scenario, and there's a bunch of people on the blue side, there's a bunch of people on the red side, and you're fighting demons. I'm not going to get into the story part of it too much, right?
Spoilers.
But you do go in and you fight demons, and you beat those demons, because this is what you do. You're a demon beater. That sounds weird, but it's true. And then at the end, there are cinematics for both sides of the aisle, right? So you have the Alliance story and you have the Horde story. The Horde actually gets one more little video to play than the Alliance side. Kind of mad about that.
Yeah, man. Blizzard obviously likes Horde more than Alliance.
Of course, but
Blizzard hates Alliance.
But it was a big win for Gnomes and Worgen, because they were actually in the damn movie. So Mechatork made it in there, and he punched some dude from across the room. It was really great with his mechano arm or something like that, and that was really cool. And then you find out some sad things happen on both sides. And,
oh no!
Yeah,
I haven't seen these yet.
I know. And if you haven't seen him and you're like going, well, okay, I only have a level 100 on the Alliance side now. I've let my Horde side just kind of. I think they're at about 85. I think one is at 90, maybe, but nowhere near 100. And so I couldn't play it on my Horde characters, so I had to go to like MMO champion. Mm-hmm. And watch the videos. But I did that after. But I did that after I watched the Alliance side. The Alliance side was very sad, and the Horde side was actually very moving, very sad. So, and people were like, "Oh my god, I'm emotionally spent after that." I was not prepared. So
I'm gonna have to check both those out after the show. I just boosted a Horde character to play with some friends. I know. It feels so wrong, but at the same time, kind of right.
Yeah, no.
But don't worry. Gizmo Zord, the dwarf hunter, or dwarf for the time being, possibly going to be a gnome soon, is still here. He's not going anywhere.
Yes. And as Sarcastard pointed out in the chat room, well, you could make a demon hunter. Yes, I could, but then I'd have to go through the entire leveling zone, which I didn't have time to do before the show tonight because it's Tuesday and it's a work day.
Yeah.
Although I didn't take time off of work to do
it. And it's a work day, so I took time off so I could take a nap.
Yeah, well, got to take a nap. Want to be well rested.
I mean, it's really important. This show goes late on the East Coast, man.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
But I know that a couple of you guys got a chance to play it. Not Darius. Darius didn't get a chance to play because he just got home like minutes before we went live. Gizmo, what were you doing during before the show?
So the first things I did a couple of the demon invasions, which are pretty neat. I did the one in Tanaris.
Yeah, those are cool. They move along. They move along really easily too, because there's so many people.
I got there right when it was starting. So it's in. There's 3 stages and then a final stage. And it kind of, at least the one I did, just started out. There's a ton of demons just raining down in what's Gadgetzan, I believe, is the little town there called that you defend. So it's you and the Horde. I feel like on a PvP server that could get real messy real quick, but on our server it's nice. You kill the bad things.
That's great.
And it goes through a few different things. You get, after stage 2, you have a chance of getting a small treasure chest.
Yep.
And then if you complete stage 4, you get a large treasure chest, which just have the chance of dropping some level 700 gear that are fell touched. So it's kind of some good stuff for transmog, even if you don't need the item level. But it's really good for fresh 100s to gear up. So
or for my 100, which is definitely way under geared. I'm just doing LFR stuff, so it's great. It's really great. So you were doing Tanaris?
Yes, Tanaris.
And I ended up doing Hillsbrad and what was the other one? The dwarf starting area. What is that? Can't even think.
Hills. No,
Hillsbrad is the other one. Dunmorrow. Thank you. And so I did actually all 3 of those because I was like, well, I want to get more loot because I need more loot.
Are they the same in each zone?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Okay. Pretty much. So if you've done one, you know how the other ones work. It's just a different location. Shark, what did you do?
I got online for just a second. I've been really busy this past everything. But I got online for a little bit today and rolled a new Demon Hunter. And just played through that a little bit and tried to figure out their play style and what was different from the beta, if anything. It seems pretty similar. Like they had it pretty fleshed out in the beta, changing little things here and there, but nothing that I noticed, at least in the starting zone. Yeah. That was really very different. But yeah, just trying to play through that starting zone and get to level 100 and run him through some pugs or some. Yeah.
So what did you call your demon hunter? What's the name of your demon hunter?
Sharku. With 2 Ks. All
right. I mean, everybody has their own like naming things, and I was like looking through, and I'm like trying to figure out what I wanted my demon hunter to be, and I came up with a great name, and it was free, and I took it, and then I deleted the character because I was like, no, this is only going to be funny for like a minute, for like a day. It's going to be funny.
Have already talked about it on the show,
because
so now you have to tell us what it was.
So I was trying to think like, Illidan. If you have Illidan over here, then I'll be Illadani. I was going to be Illadani. And it was free, and I'm like, that's amusing to me for at least a little bit. And then I went
changed it to Illadon't.
Illadon't.
Illadon't. Illadu.
Illadu.
Illa won't. Illa will.
Illa won't. Illa will. Yeah.
Illa might will. If he feels like it.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you other fellas have a name already picked out for your demon hunter or no?
I I'm gonna try and break away from the Gizmo stuff. I'll put some thought into it, and I'll let you guys know.
It's not going to be Gizmo anymore. It's going to be Gizmo DH. That's what I'm going to put on. That's going to be the name for my Demon Hunter.
With the weird I in the O.
Yeah. I saw one guy, he does, his name is always I am, and then whatever class he's playing. Like, I am a monk, and then he'll do it backwards. Smart. And then he'll do it backwards. So it actually looks kind of cool. It's weird. Darius, do you have a name already picked out for a demon?
I said it.
What is it?
Darius?
Illadaries.
Illa, don't do Illadaries.
No, someone's already taken it by now.
Don't do what Danny does.
Illadaries does.
Illadaries.
Sarcaster in the chat says Matt Demon. That's a good one.
Yeah, I saw that one. I saw that.
It's gotta be.
Yep. Matt Demon is good. Oh man. There are also, just so you guys know, the demon invasions are actually going to be in 6 different areas. Ashara, Dunmurrow, Hillsbrad, Northern Barrens, Tenaris, Westfall.
Now, do you get different information from the different invasions where you fight them? Like, do you have to do all 6?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I believe you get a title if you do all 6.
I see.
What was it called? Defender of Azeroth, and then you don't have to be level 100 to do these. You can be level 10 through 100. So
cool.
You're leveling up to
yeah. You can be whatever you want as far as level, pretty much. Get away with it.
How level 100 players and a little level 10 player going around.
Yeah, you have a level. I mean, because it's all
lightning bolt.
That's all you need. That's all you need. Just Raptor Strike.
I love it. Do it.
Yeah. I think I might do that with because I've got a level 26 warrior tank. His name is Chugger. He's a dwarf. Totally fits. And so, might as well go get some XP with that dude too. Why not?
Yes. Are you enjoying warrior? I rolled a warrior, but I'm doing Fury, and I'm
level 26. I really don't know warrior. You know how I'm playing warrior? I'm playing survival hunter. That's when I want a warrior, I play survival. That's it. What else is going on with this whole thing? So the invasions, they spawn every few hours, and I don't know, they're pretty easy. That last boss can hit like a truck a little bit, but
yeah,
I got dead a couple of times.
At least at this point, there are a ton of people there, so it goes by pretty quick. We'll see as the weeks go on how long it takes. So
I'm gonna have to jump in and play some.
We only have a couple before this thing goes away, right? 3 weeks.
Does it go away, or do these invasions just keep coming?
Pre-expansion event.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. I guess so.
Yeah, it's sort of like you're just out level it eventually. Like when the expansion comes out, all you're doing is leveling up for the expansion. Yeah. I guess if you were still at level and you didn't buy the expansion, you could still do it. Or if you had a tune at level, maybe. But I just it reminds me of the pre-Pandaria patch with Dalaran and the scenarios. They introduced scenarios back then. Mm-hmm. But once the patch came out, I think the scenario was technically still in the game, but you couldn't get in because you were leveled up past of it. So
yes.
Yeah.
Past of it.
There was it, and you just went past of it. But
there's my demon hunter name. Past of it.
We don't even need a sounder for a face palm.
Just hit the damn desk. Man,
can't do it.
Oh, wow.
It hasn't been long enough.
I miss you so much. I miss you, buddy.
I wish I could say the same, but I don't want to lie.
And
we'll just go ahead and say this in the middle of the show. I'm officially going to BlizzCon now. I wasn't going to.
Congratulations.
Yeah. So I'll get to see you there. Give you a little bear hug.
I don't know.
God, I love this show.
We'll see. We'll see. What's going on.
Poor Darius. Darius is currently putting his BlizzCon ticket on eBay.
Hey, Gizmo. Just to get out of this a little bit, can you tell us what the Dark Whispers event is?
I can't. So I sat around trying to get this to happen to me, and it didn't. But what it is,
it didn't. So obviously it's broken.
So yes, it's
or
clearly.
You are.
That's probably
user error.
That's probably it. But there's an event currently going on that will happen to random players in Stormwind and Orgrimmar. You'll get selected, and it gives you an ability to where you'll be able to turn allies into targeted hostile players. But if you do that, you become targeted as well, and you have a Cloak of Darkness you can use. So it's just a little mini game. And if you get all 9 stacks removed without dying, you can become a Dreadlord for 1 minute. So I've seen a couple of the Dreadlords. They're huge.
They are huge.
They're ginormous,
they're
but
really
I haven't been selected yet. So one of these days. There'll be a very large Gizmo standing in Stormwind.
And Shark, you were talking about roleplay before we went live, and how that might screw stuff up.
Yeah, I miss what Giz just said, because I think I roboted a little bit.
You did a little bit.
Robot.
Okay, but robot. But yeah, I have so apparently you get to play as a bad guy, right? That's the.
Yeah.
If I guess okay, but what if all your characters are good guys?
Well, a good person can get touched by the Fel and be influenced.
Touched by the Fel, the new hit series on NBC.
They have
that's a lifetime. Definitely a lifetime.
Yeah, it is.
By level 100, I would assume I would have strong enough willpower to withstand the Fel.
You would think.
After I've already gone through the Burning Crusade and the Wrath of the Lich King and all of the different the Draenor going back in time to where, like, yeah, I don't know. I don't like it from a lore standpoint, because I get the idea of, like, oh, you're a bad guy now. You've been touched by the Fel, but I don't know. I don't like going around and doing a quest that brings about the invasion. I don't know. It's weird. I have to play through it.
It's a mini concept
of it. Yeah, but the concept of it bothers me.
Okay, well, if you're talking about your level 100 willpower and killing things, think about this. There is going to be a level 110 sheep somewhere when this expansion launches that will kick your butt if you walk up to that thing. So just know a sheep can take you, so the Fel can touch you.
What?
And it will.
What?
Touched by the Fel.
I don't want to be on this show anymore.
The new series on Lifetime.
That's going to be my new donate button sounder on my Switch.
Can't do this.
Darius is currently touched by the Fel.
If a sheep can touch you, the Fel can.
If a sheep can touch you, the Fel can.
What?
Last time I got touched by
that sounds really weird.
I had Fel for about 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
You know what?
There's a shot to that.
I lied.
What?
There's not going to be a level 110 sheep that can kick your butt, because everything scales. So,
well, no, there will be if you go to Suramar. Suramar, it's all 110.
Okay.
So
if you find sheep on Suramar, avoid the sheep on Suramar unless you want to cut. Oh my God.
Yeah.
No, it's just, I don't know. It's just in a lore to get back sort of on topic. If I made any sense before, it's just from a lore
standpoint.
If I want my guy to be the good guy, right? My RP standpoint and my character is this holy paladin, for example. Right, I play a Death Knight, so it's kind of dumb. But at the same time, the story in my head for my Death Knight is that he's already been corrupted. He's been through that, and now he has regained his autonomy and can go in and only works for the powers of good, even though he was this undead Death Knight guy, right? So the fact of him getting corrupted again by, it's like, I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. And, or even like a paladin, like, I don't, it's just, it makes me sad that they're making us go through the corruption. We can't have.
You don't have to. I mean, this is totally,
Well, I don't know.
Just here's the story for your Death Knight. He's a scaredy cat, scared of being touched by the Fel.
But he's not.
So you just stay out of Stormwind.
Touched by
that's the thing. I can't go to Stormwind at all if I don't want to. It's so. Oh my! No. I don't know.
No.
I don't know. I don't love it.
Do you get? Wait, hold on a sec. Do you get any other rewards other than being a demon lord for a minute? I think that's it. Right? Is that it? Maybe you get like.
I would know if I get selected. Dang it!
Man, I thought you were supposed to do this before the dang show.
I sat there and nothing happened.
It just tells a whole different story if I'm actually one of the agents ushering in the Legion. It bothers me. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. If anybody else that feels this way, please write in and let me know. Like, I feel like I'm crazy.
To be fair, you are a drama instructor.
I am. It's just one of those things. Like the RP for me, I'm like, I don't know.
And so you have this whole character thing kind of on lock.
Right.
You have that whole thing. Yeah.
If it was my rogue, I wouldn't care because the rogue doesn't care. The rogue will do anything for money.
Okay.
Like a demon could come on and be like, I'll give you 5 gold if you kill a bunch of people and turn into a demon. He'll be like, all right.
Mm-hmm.
Down.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Okay.
Right.
We really need to make a Sharku's lore show.
Okay.
Nope. We'll listen to it except for me.
Instead, let's talk about something completely different and talk about WoW lore a little bit more, but not your lore. Let's do that. And that is WoW, the Harbinger series, the story of Illidanny boy.
Illawon't
is back, is up, and it's awesome. I like this stuff. Shark, since you are a character guy, have you seen this?
I haven't read his yet. I saw the one.
The video. Yeah, it's the video.
The video, yeah. I saw the one because it's like a moving comic book video sort of thing, right? It's because it's the same one. They had one in Khadgar. They had one in Gul'dan.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay, exactly. Okay. I saw those. I have not seen Illidan's yet. I really, really want to, though.
It's good.
So hopefully somebody's seen it and can. I got home like an hour ago.
Did either of you guys see it? I mean, it's right on the launcher, so I mean, you can't miss it. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I dig the story of Illidan.
Thing.
I dig it. I don't know.
Now, does it release information? Because I mean, Illidan's lore goes back so far, and he's all throughout Warcraft 3. And does it release?
It's him rousing the troops for the new invasion.
Oh, so okay, I see.
It's good. It's just good stuff. I don't know. Just getting me geared up, get me primed and ready for slaying some demons.
Yeah, along with didn't they release 2 more of those audio dramas?
Yeah,
I think they're at 3 now. So I need to get caught up on.
I know.
Those.
I gotta get caught up on those too. It's been a busy week. So I don't know.
Wait. Audio dramas. Is this in addition to the Harbingers?
Yeah. So now they're doing audio dramas, and they're basically, it's like a full cast podcast type of thing. It's a full cast audiobook.
I miss
type of thing.
everything.
But it's released as a
during the summer.
But it's released as a podcast, so then you guys can just download it, just put it on your RSS feed, and you're good to go.
Awesome. That's happening now.
Yeah, and then you can just listen to it on the way to work.
Yeah, instead of this garbage show. I mean, what? You should listen to us too, in between chapters, every chapter, the same show over and over. Sorry, go ahead. What?
All right.
All right.
Darius?
Yeah, what?
I know that from time to time you play Diablo.
Occasionally. When Tovo feels like carrying me through a season or two.
Has Tovo felt like carrying you through a season yet? Or recently?
I haven't played season 7 yet. No.
I don't know, and I'm hearing this from some folks. I'm not going to say from many or from a lot of people or anything. I've heard it from a couple of folks that the season 7 rewards are just like kind of you're there.
Yeah, it seems like this is the first season I haven't really dove into, mainly because there's just a ton more stuff going on right now.
But
the past 2 seasons, there had been some really big changes to the game, and it doesn't really sound like there was for this, so it's just kind of more the same with new cosmetic items, pets, banners, things like that. So, I mean, for those people that just enjoy pushing the ladder and stuff, it's good, but it doesn't sound like there's a whole lot of new stuff to bring people back. I'll probably get in it, make one hardcore tune, get to 70 and play until he dies and then call it good till season 8.
You're a hardcore guy?
Yes.
All right.
Unfortunately, I like to cry. I like to cry at least once a season. So.
Oh, gotcha.
Usually when some news out for Diablo, my friends list fills up with people playing it, but it just hasn't happened this time.
Yeah, I didn't even know this was happening until like the day before the season started.
I think with things like LucioBall and Legion coming back or coming into the picture, and with, you've got the Hearthstone expansion coming this week as well. So there's a lot of stuff kind of packed into basically a couple of weeks.
Yeah, they're dropping everything.
They really
everything.
They really are. And for those guys that are just coming back into, especially those guys coming back into WoW, they don't have time for everything else. There's no time, because the Demon Invasion is just one part of it, but you want to be able to gear up and get ready for this thing and kind of get to know things. So you got to read and you got to listen to the podcast and you got to do all that stuff, and it takes time.
Yeah. Right. I feel like maybe spreading it out would have benefited them a little bit more, because you've got, HOTS released a new hero today.
Yeah.
Like every game released some big new game-changing content I feel like if they spread it out, though, you would be able to kind of get back into one thing and be like, oh yeah, here we are. I'm playing WoW again. This is fun. And then all your friends in WoW are like, hey, we're going to play Diablo now because it just relaunches. What? Okay, let's go do that. But
I think they got to get into a flow somehow.
I don't know. Yeah, it's weird because it's like a bunch of time with nothing, and then everything drops at once, and you quit your job and blow your brains out or something.
This is the way that it's been.
What? Like, oh my God.
I don't know about that. I wouldn't go that far, maybe. But maybe just a little, just a touch over the line.
Stop after quitting your job, please.
Right. But it does seem like it's like, especially the last, let's just say, few years, it's feast or famine, right?
Yeah.
It does kind of seem like it. And right now we're in feast mode. Plus the Olympics are on, so plus all the eSports. Plus all the, oh man!
And I'm not paying any more money for Pokeballs. I've got to go for walks.
Oh my gosh, man! I feel you there.
Thank you.
All right, who's on Team Mystic?
I'm a Team Mystic guy. Of course I am, because it's the Hufflepuff of Pokemon Go.
Team Instinct.
What? So, Giz, what team are you on?
Team Instinct.
Yep. Darius?
I'm not playing.
That's
well, crap. You
at least downloaded it once.
I don't even have it here. I'll show you my phone. In fact,
I'll show you my phone.
I've never even downloaded the game before. What is it called?
He doesn't even know what Pokemon is.
See, look at that. Yep. Never even downloaded it.
Right.
I love how he proved it to us. He's like, yeah.
Never even down. No interest in playing it.
It's good. It gets you out of the house. I don't know. We might be doing
get out of the house plenty.
We might be doing. Well, it gets you walking around, not in your car in traffic. We might be doing the Pokemon Go pub crawl thing. I'm not sure if it's a pub crawl or if it's a party bus. I think we're probably maybe leaning towards Giz. You said the pub crawl last week, and I'm like going, you know what? That sounds pretty nice.
I like the pub
crawl. Got to do the bike thing.
Bike?
The bar bike thing.
Bar
yeah, the pedal pub thing.
Yeah,
that'd be fantastic.
Just do that.
Yeah, they have one of those in my town.
Oh yeah, they've got them all over the place. It's true.
Do it.
Hey, Giz, we were talking about the new hero of heroes.
Yes,
the storm. Auriel released today, right?
Yes, she came out today.
What's going on?
She is super, super fun to play. So I don't know. We'll have to see kind of what her win rate is here in the next few days. But it's looking pretty good compared to the last few we've had come out that were just real bad win rates.
Doesn't she have like some really cool damage thing or something? Like a lane clear essentially or something?
She has really good lane clear for a support. She has her talent tree is really good. You can build into some damage there, some utility, or just straight support. But she's a very aggressive type healer, and I've already seen a lot of highlight videos people have been posting of some amazing plays that they've made playing Auriel. I think she's going to be pretty high skill capped. But I'm super excited, especially to see what she does once the competitive scene gets their hands on her. So
cool. Oh shoot, I totally forgot. By the way, Shark, have you played Auriel at all? Have you seen anything?
No, I haven't. I've seen a little bit.
Are you even back into Heroes full on? I know that you were talking about going in with the team before, but
I've come in and out of team practice. I tried to get in practice last night. We usually practice on Mondays, but they were all coming back from Vegas or something.
Oh, Vegas.
Jerks.
Vegas.
Jerkheads. And they invited me back before I had a real job, so I couldn't afford it. And now I'm like, I want to go to Vegas.
Were they using the Darius method of winning at craps?
I don't think I've ever heard the full Darius method of putting it craps.
I can't tell you because then everyone will know.
Right. And then everyone would win.
I feel like it's put money on everything.
And that's no fun because you like seeing other people. It's the only game where everybody can win.
I don't like seeing other people win.
Yeah, I bet you bet against the thrower, don't you? That's your secret.
I mean, that is a better way to do it. But it makes you a jerk.
Yeah.
Right. Hey,
I just started hard.
I totally forgot about this, but I want to talk about the LucioBall glitch thing that people were finding. Darius, do you know about this?
Yeah, so people were figuring out how to play other characters in LucioBall that were not Lucio. So you could, by doing a specific series of things, you could pick other classes like Tracer or Reinhardt or Bastion and do damage to other people or knock the ball in and things like that. It was pretty straightforward. It was very annoying when you get into a group that's doing that. And Blizzard has already started banning people for 7 days that do it. Anyone that gets caught doing it will get banned for 7 days.
Right. And this is for like a casual thing. This is for a seasonal thing that they've just kind of set up and said, hey, we're going to just have some fun with this. And people found a little glitch in this thing and a little exploit. And now they're saying, you know what? We're just going to take you down.
Yeah.
I love this approach, though. I mean, it's like, you know what? If you want to cheat, this is not the game for you.
Yeah, and people's minds are blown that they're getting banned and they're furious. And it's really like, come on. Like, what do you expect here?
Is that just because it's the internet, though?
Yeah,
really?
It is. Absolutely.
So I mean, they've done this before where they see people that are, maybe taking advantage of an exploit or doing something weird in game, trying to use add-ons or whatever and trying to hack the game. Well, guess what, guys? You're gonna sit out a couple of rounds.
Yeah, sit on the bench for LucioBall.
Yeah. I think they should do what they did. I think it was Titanfall did this, and they should just, if you're caught cheating, you get banned. But when you come back, you're only queued with other people that have been caught cheating.
Wow.
So you get moved out of the public queue and you get like you only get to play with other people that were caught cheating or banned. I think they might have done it where they didn't ban you at all. They just stuck you in that other cheater queue. But I would love it if they did that.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
That is a way of handling that.
I think it would be awesome. Give people a taste of their own medicine.
Yeah, that sounds a lot like the lever queue in Heroes of the Storm. That's a deep, dark place you don't want to be.
Yeah,
where it's real bad.
Oh no. Yeah, don't get put in the lever queue. No. Let's see. What else? Is there anything else news-wise? Because I know there's eSports. I know that there was some big eSports news this week. Namely Heroes of the Storm Sports. Right?
Yes.
What was going on? We had a big tournament.
Yeah, it was the first NA regionals for the fall, and the winning team, and only the winning team, qualified for BlizzCon so far. And this was probably the best tournament to watch as far as entertainment. The sets were really close for the most part. Huge upsets. So my pick was Denial Esports, which, a few of the guys from Cloud9 went over to, formed that along with Glaurung and some other players. Thought they were going to do really well, and I thought it was going to be between them and Naventic. Well, my dark horse pick, Murloc Geniuses, one of my dark horse picks that I was expecting.
One of your many dark horse picks.
Yes.
I choose them all really, but...
Well, I really was excited to see what they were going to do. I did not expect for them to knock Denial Esports out. And then it was, believe it or not, Murloc Geniuses and Gale Force Esports in the finals. And Murloc Geniuses won it in Game 5. So along with the semi-series before that was Gale Force versus Team Naventic that went to 5 games. Overall, it was amazing. I'm super stoked for Murloc Geniuses. However, I will say, I am not sure if this is a good thing. It was exciting to watch, but I don't know if this is NA teams getting better or getting worse overall.
No.
So it'll be really interesting to see at BlizzCon. Just based on how a lot of the teams did, I'm a little scared that it just kind of the upper teams came down a tier. But we'll see. Regardless, if you enjoy watching it, check out some of the games. It was an amazing tournament all weekend.
And the cool thing about and I think the reason why people were kind of miffed is, for those guys that don't know, Murloc Geniuses is one of those teams that is not sponsored. They're just they're just out there. They're just a group of friends playing.
Yeah, and they've been around a long time. This isn't the original team, but this was formed from 2 years ago at BlizzCon. Evil Geniuses was one of the sponsored teams that played in the just Invitational. And then from there, they kind of fell apart, and they made Murloc Geniuses. And then they've been on and off for pretty much the life of Heroes of the Storm, and now they're back together. I think there's 2 or 3 of the members. But yeah, it's, hopefully we'll see some sponsorships coming their way. I think they definitely deserve it, but we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah. I mean, but they're not really, their charm is that they aren't sponsored, right? I mean, that's kind of their thing.
Yeah.
They're like, oh yeah, we're the top unsponsored team ever to play this game ever.
And I mean, there's, unfortunately in North America, there's really only 3 sponsored teams right now anyways, which is Naventic, Gale Force, and Denial. And, none of those are, the huge names from perhaps other MOBAs. So we're still trying to attract those, and it'll come with time.
How is so you're not really sure how the NA teams are shaping up, but how is it looking just in competition in general for HOTS right now? Is it looking pretty good? Have they made things better over the last year? Because I know that they were having some issues. I know that Mick was talking about a bunch of issues with a bunch of things, really. But
Yeah.
I mean, have they improved the game enough so that you feel like esports is a thing that they can count on?
I think game wise, it's headed in a good spot. The problem with their professional scene right now is just the way it's kind of run. Really, the only big events are these regional tournaments they have leading into the Worlds. To where if you look at like League of Legends and Dota, they have seasons that run all year up to their big championships. So there's just more opportunity for those players to actually bring in money and attract those large sponsors. And My Insanity actually from the EU just got picked up by, I can't remember the name, the company, but the reason they got that sponsorship, they said they have been keeping an eye on Heroes, and there's the potential for next year kind of going more into that season format. Oh. So, and this will all depend on after the ESL contract and stuff is up, but just getting more official professional scene gameplay would be a better thing instead of having this stuff and then, offshoot community tournaments that these teams are having to play in just to try and make some money.
Right.
So
right. I hope so as a fan.
You hope so?
Yeah, as a fan, I just think it would be a lot more interesting for me, because sometimes, I mean, everybody has a busy life, right? You get things, you're doing things, and unless you have someone remind you, or you have some sort of alert, sent, or depending on who you follow on Twitter and where it happens, sometimes you miss the beginnings of tournaments or something like that. Or there's one tournament in 3 months and it happens to be the weekend of your sister's wedding. Yeah. I'm not upset about that at all, Rachel.
Calling out your sister. Holy hell.
I know, right? Wow. But there's so much. I know. No love. Lots of love. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I mean, things like that happen. And as a fan, it's so nice. Like, one of the cool things about, I'm a football fan. And one of the reasons I like football is because I always know what I'm doing Sunday afternoon. Like, I'm going to hang out and watch football. But if I have something else to do Sunday afternoon, well, I miss a week, but I can watch next. You know what I mean? It's really easy. So if you have a more of a season format, and so you miss a couple games, well, it's okay. You can keep track of them and you can get back in, and it's happening all the time.
Right.
I think that would be really exciting for fans to keep better track. They can be doing, and with eSports, you can show these things on Twitch. All these players have Twitches, and all the casters will as well. And you don't have to have official sponsorships and things, even though they probably will. But it's not going to be too hard to get the games broadcast. So I think it's great. And I'm also not a huge fan of the ESL, but we won't go into that. Just drop that bomb now.
I'm just going to throw that out there. Don't like those guys. Okay. All right.
I don't think they've handled Heroes of the Storm in the best way that they could have. I think some of Heroes' professional problems are because of that. But then again, I am completely a know-nothing on the outside that's just making assumptions. So I'm probably wrong, but
you know what they say about assumptions? They're always right.
Right.
Yep.
I'm really glad we're on the same page on that. Okay. Tirade over.
All righty. Well, I know that let's hit one question. Let's do that.
We've got mail.
We do. And if you have anything for us about rating or anything else about any of the other games, let us know. We'll try to answer it on the show. You can always email us at converttorade@gmail.com, or you can call our raid line 612-787-RAID. And Darius, can you read the one from Thosmorg? Those morgue.
Those morgue 1095. He says, any tips you could give me for new content coming with the expansion? What specs do you believe are really strong? Thanks.
All right. So what are there any specs that you guys know of that are really strong in Legion? I hear enhancement is really strong. I hear Resto Druid is really strong. But they're gonna tune them.
Yeah, so. It's been kind of hard to judge for me because there are so many hunters and mages on Convert to Mythic. But I will say they both look like they're in fairly decent spots right now. It really depends on what role you're playing. I do not know as far as healers or tanks. I have heard Pally's tanks are not in the best spots. But yeah, if you're DPS, dude, Fire Mage is tearing it up. That's actually what I boosted because they're doing so well. And then Hunter is always fun. I mean, can't go wrong with that.
And I think just going with what's fun is going to make you play more and and you'll try to make yourself a better player and all that kind of stuff. So you'll want to play more.
And that's definitely what you want to do anyways, because until we hit 110 and raids are going on and stuff, the balance changes will come then. So it's going to be hard to judge that. But, as far as new content and stuff, just pick a class that you want to play, that you think looks fun. And there's tons of stuff to gear up to get ready for it. Like we said, the demonic invasions, PvP to get some gear, time walking. So it's pretty darn easy to gear up a new tune right now.
It really is. And actually, one of the things that I would say too is go to Wowhead. Go to wowhead.com. If you really want guides for any of this stuff, they have guides. They have a guide for how to get through their guides. This is how meta they are. It's crazy because they have so many damn guides that they need a guide to go through guides. I'm pretty sure I saw that. I don't know. They have like a new guide coming out every week. So check it out over there and see what's going on. But I one of the things that I keep coming back to is that this expansion, they'll be able to tune everything. They'll be able to dial everything in so precisely as far as just overall damage that somebody's doing or overall healing that somebody's doing.
Because they won't have to worry about, changing one ability for one spec affecting the other two.
Right.
So it's going to be a lot more work on their part.
Yeah.
But I think overall it's hopefully going to be much better.
Right. I'm sure that Celestalon and those guys doing all the class modification stuff, I mean, I'm sure those guys are having a lot of fun right now. We'll call it fun. They have a lot of work to do. That's for sure. But yeah, I think that we're going to see numbers be pretty close this time around. I don't know.
A lot of them have been.
Closer than they've ever been. That's my guess.
But he should still roll a Fire Mage.
But Fire Mage
because they're the most fun class in the game and have been forever.
I don't know. I like Survival Hunter. I like that.
Do you like the Melee Hunter?
Yeah, I actually really liked it. When I was playing
You're like the only person I've talked to that said
I was playing it on beta, and I'm like going, you get a harpoon, dude. You get a harpoon, and you spear a mob, and then you pull yourself in. That is so rad.
Sonya.
That is so rad.
Cool.
And then you're like throwing out traps and stuff like that, but it looks like you're curling. The Olympic sport. It looks like you're throwing out one of those curling stones. And you're just sliding it along the ground, and then it just kind of winds up there.
What?
It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool, and then it blows up and does stuff. So I don't know. It's just weird. All right. Anything else from you monkeys at all? No. What? Any other news that you want to talk about? Any other things? Gizmo?
Should I know something? Like,
no. No, nothing.
Is there?
No.
What?
Gizmo was like starting something. I was like, he's like, I'm like, I don't know.
Any other news?
I have no idea.
You want to say something?
We're gonna get out of here.
You sound like my girlfriend when she's mad at me, and I don't know why. It's like, do you want to say anything else?
Hello.
How are you?
Really passive aggressive? No, nothing like that. Nothing like that. All right, but before we get out of here, I want you guys to talk about what you've got coming up, how people can get a hold of you, all that kind of good stuff. And Darius, what's going on?
That's me.
What are you doing these days? You're still looking for a raid team, maybe. And
still playing a lot of Overwatch. Going to be playing a lot of No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
Coming Friday on PC.
Nice.
And the Lost Gaming stuff. Once we figure out a new day for that, I'm not sure what day it is yet.
Right. Yes, the line of sight gaming nights are going to be changing, and we're just kind of figuring out when. So,
yep.
So you and your team are going to be doing all the things, Blizzard games,
all the things, all the Blizzard things.
Yes, exactly. And people can find you on Twitter at BoredMind, correct?
Hey, that's me.
Hey,
yeah.
Gizmo, you're up.
Oh, you can find me on Twitter at GizmoZord. You can find me also, if you like Heroes of the Storm, on Lords of the Storm. We do our live shows Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. Central. And you can also find all the Twitter things on that. Just look up Lords of the Storm. You'll find it. I want to give a quick shout out to the Geekly group, who I met from a friend from work, another podcasting and gaming group. And turns out one of them knows Sharku.
Yeah.
So
I went to college with one of the guys that's at Geekly.
Small world, and it's a good group of guys. They have a lot of podcast tabletop stuff. So if you like that stuff, check them out.
Right. And also a big shout out to Mick Montgomery. I know that he did the last show for Stormcast, the other podcast for Heroes of the Storm.
Aww.
And yeah, I just did the last show last night, and it was really good. And he was a little teary, to be sure, but they made 108 episodes, and they were all awesome. Well, maybe not all of them, but most of them were awesome. And so congratulations, Mick, once again on your new gig, and I'm sure that he's stoked for the new stuff coming up. So, all right, Shark, how can people find you? What are you up to? What are you doing?
You can find me, I don't know, something.
That's awesome.
Sharku.
That's really, really great.
On Twitter at Sharku_CTR. You can find me occasionally on Twitch. I'm trying to get a more regular Twitch schedule just because stop making fun of me.
I'm just laughing.
I know. But just laughing. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing.
I know I'm laughing at you, but I'm just laughing. I'm not.
But I'm trying to get my streaming schedule a little bit better now that I'm done with my summer gig and I have a little bit more of a regular schedule. We'll try to get you guys up on that, having some game nights, hoping to join some Lost game nights, Los game nights.
Yeah.
And playing some more Heroes with adults with jobs and stuff like that. So we're streaming out content like that and always up for new ideas and new things. So who knows what's going to happen, but you can get that at Twitch. /Sharku_CTR.
All right, and for me, you can always reach me at Pat Crane on Twitter. That's with a K.
With a K.
And for all the show stuff, here I'm gonna bail on that music, and then I'm gonna play this one. All right, all the show stuff right now. You guys, feel free, join us anytime, especially in Discord. For your instant invite, just point your browser toward discord.converttrade.com. For emails, you can email us at converttrade@gmail.com. You can call and leave comments and questions on our raid line, 612-787-RAID. That's 612-787-7243. You can follow us on Twitter at ConvertToRaid, and you can always join the Bazuba Guaba Nation by heading over to converttrade.com. That's where we have show downloads, forums, videos, audios, and more. All the guild stuff, too. And the guild is hopping with Demon Hunters right now.
Yeah. Lots
Double
of
jumping.
It's going crazy with Demon Hunters right now. We are also on iTunes, YouTubes, and all the internets. Just Google internet.
All the tubes.
Just Google internet, and you will find us. Right?
Yeah, but it's on there. It's on that page somewhere.
Yes.
Just scroll down.
Just scroll down a little bit. It's last page. Last page. As soon as you hit our page, you're done with the internet. Convert to Raid Presents is produced and distributed by Signals Media. Make sure to check out all of our friends at the Signals Media All-Star Network at signalsmedia.com. And that's going to be it for the show. That's it. We'll see you guys later. We'll see you guys next week.
Get out of here.
Yeah. And for all the guys on Convert to Raid, bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.